Hey guys, so I love the Eco Brush because they've thought about the product right from how it's made all the way through to the end of its life cycle, including the packaging, and that's why we're proud to have them on as sponsors for this season's podcast of Eco Me and Eco You.
Welcome to Eco Me and Eco You.
Proudly brought to you by the Eco Brush.
Or can I sit normally?
You can sit back.
You just need to make sure you talk clearly and at a
clearly,
constant
no mumbles.
level. No mumbling.
I hope you guys have topics because Nicola keeps forgetting to tell me I need to plan.
No, we have questions for you to...
The thing about this podcast is we don't really plan.
We have
I
a
gathered
vague,
that.
we
You
have
have
a
like
vague
a
idea.
15-minute talk and then you're like, oh shit, we need to talk about our actual subject for the day. I enjoy it.
Yeah. You enjoyed the mild off-topicness or slash
Yeah. Slightly off topic.
slightly off-topic.
But that's what makes it us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's our unique point of sales.
That's what everyone comes here for.
Everyone.
Yeah. Everyone listening.
All 5 of them. There's more than that.
There is more than that.
Well, I assume it'll be less after this one.
Oh.
No, not at all.
You'll be right. They might come back. They might be like, oh, who's this well-educated man on here?
I know, and here mansplaining, making sure you ladies know what's going on.
This is going to be hilarious.
I know. All right. Well, hi, guys.
Yeah, welcome back to Eco Me and Eco You. We have a very different episode for you today.
We do.
We will let Nick tell you all about that.
Well, I'll introduce the guest.
Yeah.
So, today, guys, we have my fiancé, Matt, here, because we decided we chat a lot about Matt, and he doesn't get to come on, and maybe it might be a good idea, because then we can get a different perspective.
Yeah, a male perspective of eco living.
Yeah.
And then I can defend myself against all the shit Nicola talks.
I talk shit about you, but it's all based on fact. It's no lies.
Based on fact.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Well, I mean, at least Crystal justified me fixing my pants all the time.
Yeah, it's true. After that episode, when you're like, oh, I just listened to the episode where Crystal said it's fine that I fix my pants all the time.
It's amazing that he fixes his pants.
Yeah. You've done that for ages, though, right?
Did you teach my husband how to sew?
It's not even that hard. You just get a needle and a thread and then you loop it through, you tie a knot, and then you just make lots of loops. And if you want to be hardcore, you patch it.
Yeah. That's amazing. I tried getting my husband to learn how to sew on a button. He said no.
But it's easy.
I know it's easy, but it's easier if I do it.
See, Nicola just wouldn't do it.
No. I'm like, if you want to do it. Well, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so Matt's on here. We're going to ask him some questions and he's going to answer them, I guess. Or we'll just talk about random stuff.
Cool. Okay, so I've got the very first question for you because I think this is a great place to start, Matt. Are you ready?
Yep.
So, why do you choose to live more sustainably? Like, so we know why Nick does, but like, why do you choose to do it?
'Cause Nicola makes me. But also I think if we're going to change and make the planet sustainable to live on, because if we keep going the way we are, it's not going to be, then I think everybody needs to do their part. And then it's no good just kind of sitting back and going, well, all these big companies in China, they're the ones that are destroying the planet when you yourself aren't doing anything. Like, like if people lead the way and just be better, I think you can set a good example and not be a hypocrite.
Yeah. That's an amazing answer.
That is a really good answer.
Yeah.
Well, it's like every time everyone's like, oh, when people are like, oh, New Zealand needs to be more sustainable, and they're like, well, we're just this tiny little island and it's not going to make a difference unless China and America don't do anything. But it's like, well, if New Zealand is better than them, we can give them shit for it and kind of lead by example.
Yeah.
rather than sitting back and being like, well, what we do doesn't make a
I
difference.
don't think you can point fingers at anybody other than yourself.
No, exactly, right?
You know what they say? If you point your finger at somebody, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you.
That is very true.
Yeah,
I like that saying.
it's good. And I heard something like the other day, they said someone was commenting back on someone that had made this comment saying, oh, we're just a small fish in a big pond. Well, it's like, well, it takes a small drip to make ripples, right? And it ends up changing, much like equality or how women got the vote. It's like New Zealand kind of led the way on that, and in turn encouraged others to make that change, or other countries to make that change. So yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, it honestly grinds my gears when people are like, oh, but all of these big countries aren't doing a lot.
Yeah.
It's the biggest cop-out.
Yeah,
It
is.
is. It's just
really
an
is.
excuse, really, isn't it? Not
Yeah.
to do anything.
Be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah. No, it is like the shittest thing, because just laughing.
Yeah, because we stopped, and then you like kind of pretend like we did it.
Well, yeah, it makes it easier to edit.
All
Now
right.
you're gonna make it really fucking awkward, because now I have to edit this bit too.
Good.
Oh, we just got interrupted by the guide dogs, and Nick just sponsored a guide dog.
I just sponsored guide dogs.
Yeah, and they loved her because she's so lovely. Yeah.
I'm
So-
the best.
Apparently.
Yeah. I don't know, you're marrying me. Oh, don't look so
Anywho, back to the topic of conversation.
Yeah.
So we're talking to Matt about sustainable living.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
So-
we come back from an ad break.
Yeah.
Come back from the ad break. Yeah. I'm going to ask the next question as well, because it kind of relates to the very beginning of your journey.
No,
So, what was the first thing you changed?
It was either coffee cups or a drink bottle. Because I play cricket during the summer, I used to just get like Powerade bottles and whatnot, and just have a bunch of plastic bottles. But since then, I've started just using reusable bottles, or like reusing glass bottles we've had for stuff. So basically booze bottles, and drink bottles. I think that's probably the first one. And then just the reusable coffee cups. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think, don't people find it a bit weird when you like pull out your like drink bottle and it's like a Jack Daniel's like whiskey bottle that Matt's like washed out and he's like using it as his drink bottle?
That's amazing
Yes.
and hilarious.
Yeah.
Maybe they think you have a problem, like you're invisible day drinking.
Well, I mean, it's clear liquid. It could just be vodka. But you could be drinking that out of any bottle.
That is true.
That's true. You're being
Or-
like subtle but not subtle.
Or if
about
it's
it.
like stainless steel one, it could be like
I mean,
it could be red wine for all anybody knows.
I was about to say that's the one they should probably be more worried about.
Yeah, the one that you can't see inside.
Yeah. Nice. But yeah, and then we got our... Yeah, I think we did get drink bottle first, maybe.
I think, well, we got the coffee cups for Christmas, but we didn't really, like, we'd make coffee in the morning to go to work and whatnot, but we wouldn't, like, take them with us everywhere like we do now.
Yeah.
So I think the drink bottle might have been the first thing.
It's kind of like an easy place to start, I think. A reusable drink bottle.
And you save so much money.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
did a thing about that in one of our podcasts, right?
Mm.
It's like it costs you like $30-$40 to buy a drink bottle versus $2,000 buying bottled water a year.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy.
Cool. So I think Nick has some more specific questions about products and stuff that you use.
About products.
Or like,
So... Obviously, me asking you this question is a bit random, but it's interesting because I think what I find super easy and what you find super easy is a bit different. So I was wondering, like, what did you find the easiest thing to change? Or you can say a couple of things as well.
The easiest thing to change was definitely my razor, just because that was like a real positive change to start off with. like I didn't really have to form a habit. The coffee cup and the bottles and stuff, I mean, they were easy, but you kind of had to get in the habit of using them. And then like using your own takeaway stuff to get lunch and stuff, that takes a bit more effort just because you've got to form habits. So I think it was just the stuff you could change without it being a habit, like the shampoo bars instead of like plastic bottles, and like dish brushes and stuff you just change out for what you were using when it runs out.
That makes sense.
What do you find the most difficult thing, or you've found kind of difficult to change?
Lunch containers, because then you got to plan ahead. Be like, I'm going to take my empty container that I washed out with me to work today to get sushi, because
You're gonna have
don't
sushi for
always
lunch.
plan on having sushi for lunch or whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's been like, well, I don't have sushi, so I'm going to have to go to this bakery and get a bread roll, because everything they have is wrapped in plastic.
Yeah. I think I've found that kind of hard too. Especially like, because what we normally do for lunch is that we get like HelloFresh and we get for 4 people. So then we'll have lunch the next day. But it's like those days that we like don't have lunch that generally we'll buy it, right? We don't really like prep to have those, like, take lunch to work for those days. So it means that like maybe a day or 2 a week we'll be buying. And yeah, it's just like trying to make sure that you're trying to not like have lots of waste, like getting sushi and stuff like that. But it is really hard, especially because usually it's like our like lazy day as well.
Yeah.
So I think you've done a better job with me in that.
Do you also think it's difficult though, because not only is it a habit for you to have to change yourself, but there's another person involved. Like you have to ask the person to put it in your own container, or ask to not have a certain part because you've got your own, like.
Yeah, and I
mean?
think also because like when I usually go out for lunch, it's with other people as well. So it's like trying to like not be super pushy in where we go, because I don't want to like be like, oh no, we can't get that because there's lots of plastic.
Yeah.
If everyone else in the group wants to go, I'm like, I feel a bit bad on my part saying, oh no, I can't go.
Yeah.
But maybe I should try to make that more of a goal for myself. But we've been going to Smales Farm a bit more, where you can like, I can get like a sandwich or something and it's on like a plate that's compostable, so it's a bit better. But I think even then I should just, if I know we're going to buy our lunch, I just need to take my own container, or have one at work that I just wash after.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably a better idea, is we just get an extra set and then you can keep one at work.
Yeah.
And then when you use it, just bring it home and take the other one the next day.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you want to ask the next question?
I think we'll keep going with your questions, because mine are more like more other stuff.
Okay. So, do you have any tips for any people or / men out there to be like more sustainable?
Follow Crystal, and then you'll get lots of tips.
I've been super inactive on social media lately. Go back in time. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it's probably a good idea just to do one thing at a time. Once you've kind of got that sorted, then you can look at the next thing. But I think it's like a mindset. Just kind of have to.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I don't know. Don't let people judge you. Every time I get sushi in my little plastic container, someone's like, oh, saving the turtles. Like, cool one, bro.
You'd be like, yeah, I am. What are
Exactly.
you doing to save the turtles? So mine is kind of, I guess, a similar question. Is like, so other than tips, like, what can you do? What do you think you do to help get other people on board? Like, other guys on board in particular.
I straight up give people shit. If I see people at work with takeaway coffee, I straight up give them shit.
Yeah. Does it work?
I mean, I've seen 1 or 2 people bring takeaway cups. Yeah. I don't know, I give people shit. But they don't really want to change. Like, they'll give you, like, I'm like, oh, why'd you get a takeaway coffee cup? Oh, because it was easy, it was there. I'm like, yeah, but if you had your own cup,
Yeah.
which you just had in the car, you could have used that.
Yeah.
Oh, but I only do it once a week. I don't need... It's not that much waste. Well, I mean, if you do it once a week, that's still 50 extra cups.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I feel like people have to want to change before anything you can do or say will make them change.
Yeah. And I think the best thing you can do is just keep doing what you're doing and keep leading by example.
Mm.
Because, like, my brother was totally not into it. He gave me so much shit when I first started out. But he is totally, like, into it now. Like, not hardcore, but doing little things that kind of, like, contribute.
I mean, Dad buys all his mushrooms in paper bags now because I was giving him shit when we went to the supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. I think we get him the produce bags for Christmas.
Yeah, I think so too.
Cool. I'm down with that.
Yeah.
And then I think he rinses all his recycling now too because I was giving him shit about that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so other than, like, you personally, like, so, like, your drink bottles and your shavers and stuff, what else do you do, like, around the house or at home that is more sustainable? So, like, your recycling and stuff.
Well, we try not to get too much plastic. I mean, recycle what we can.
So, like, say for bare example.
I mean, we always get that in cans, right?
Yeah.
Or I try to always get that in cans.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the lid with the little plastic bit. And
Yeah.
it's more... Aluminium's more recyclable?
I think they're both easily recyclable. The thing with glass is that it's quite heavy, so it's harder to transport across the country, where
Okay.
tin is... Like, so
Obviously
they
a lot
both
lighter.
don't lose any of their quality. And like 75% of aluminiums in circulation is, like, continuously in circulation, if that makes sense. I don't think I say that right.
And we also try and get local beer.
Yeah, we do. Or like when we're buying alcohol or something like that, usually we'll try get local because obviously it's like less of a footprint.
Yeah.
Than if it had travelled from a different country, which is kind of easy, especially in wine. It's easy to do in New Zealand because there's like so many options.
It's relatively easy in beer as well, right? Because the craft beer is such a huge thing in New Zealand, and
Oh yeah,
you guys like craft beer. Like, we just had some New Zealand craft beer.
yeah.
Do you craft beer?
Matt's into his craft beer.
Yeah, well, it just tastes nicer.
Yeah.
And then, other than that, it's like... I don't buy a lot of clothes. Nicola will probably give me shit for that. But I just like to have, like, a few things and wear them till they're worn out.
So actually, that's a very interesting topic because women do tend to consume far more than men do. So men technically are going to be slightly more sustainable because they buy less clothes and accessories.
It's true. It kind of sucks, really, because it's like, it's not necessarily... We're almost like conditioned to be like consumers.
Female.
Yeah,
Yeah.
females to be consumers. So I
Because
think
you
it's,
need to have the latest outfits. You can't be seen wearing the same thing twice in 1 week.
yeah.
And you got to wear like a million different layers of makeup on your face.
Yeah, I think it's quite hard to change that mindset. And I think you do have to, like what Matt was saying, you do have to be in the right mindset to want to change. And I think I was lucky in that, like, how mum and dad brought us up is like we kind of grew up as like not like super girly, so it's like we didn't really see like makeup as something as important. Like, I didn't really start wearing it until I got to university, and even now I might wear it some days and then other days I don't. It really just depends on my mood. I try not to let like society's pressure, but then sometimes I like fall into it too because I want people to like me.
I know.
Yeah.
But
People
nobody's
do
going
like
to judge me if I wear the, like, similar pair of blue jeans and a slightly different black t-shirt every day.
Yeah, and don't you think that's also an issue that, like like women are kind of put on a different set of standards in terms of dress.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So
Find it a bit bullshit.
so this kind of leads me into like one of my other questions is like, so why do you think eco living is more of a female driven society? And is that because maybe A, we care more, or B, like it's like we like are in that platform where we're kind of the ones that have to take responsibility?
It's a good question.
I know, it is a really good question.
I feel like it's more socially acceptable to be like a hippie if you're a female, because everyone's like, oh, you're into being eco-friendly, you must be a hippie, whereas guys are like, I don't want to be a hippie.
Okay.
There's like a different toxic masculinity thing about it.
Okay.
Like, oh, why does it matter, bro? You don't have to do that. I don't know.
I strongly disagree that living more sustainably is a hippie thing.
Oh, I didn't mean that at all. Like, I'm not
I
saying
know
it's a
that, but
hippie
there
thing,
has
but
been that kind of stigmatism around it, right? Is that,
Yeah.
because you're green living, like people think that you're hippie and you don't shave your armpits and you're smelly. But
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you're
like,
totally not. It's so not the case. Especially, I think in the last sort of like year or so, it's definitely changed. So
the mindset's definitely changing, but I think it's like with certain generations it's changing, right? Like I think there's still like the older generation that aren't necessarily like as on board.
definitely.
Yeah.
So do you find that in as in a male like job, male dominated job, do you find that it is generally the older men that are not?
I
Or is it a
find that
mix?
it's all men.
Yeah.
I think men do need to be better about it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like women would support each other more in terms of that as well.
Interesting.
I feel like men don't support each other enough on that.
Not enough man love.
Not enough man love.
But that could be said for a lot of things though, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Nick just patted Matt on the shoulder, be like, "It's okay."
It's okay, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting though, isn't it?
Mm.
Because it is like, I can show you the stats of like how many people follow me on Instagram versus like males versus females, and only at like 18% are male.
Yeah.
Whether that's because they don't really use social media, or it is just the fact that most men probably look more at like cars
Or ladies in bikinis.
or ladies in bikinis on
That's
cars.
probably what most of them are looking at on social media, if my work experience is any indication.
Nice.
Yeah,
It
Or
makes
class.
it sound like that's what you do.
that's not what I do.
No, Matt respects the female
Yeah, we talked about this before.
in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Yeah, it's interesting because I don't really think about it, which I feel like that's my bad from like the male perspective, and that how kind of like it's stigmatized slightly for us, but how much more stigmatizing it is for like a male to get into sustainability.
Yeah. Do you follow, because you follow me on Instagram, but do you follow any men, sustainable living men on Instagram? Is that because you don't know where to, you haven't found them, or?
I haven't really looked. I don't know if it's just me or men in general don't really talk to each other that much about that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I guess.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like sharing my personal life. I'm sure there is people that do.
Yeah.
You don't like talking about periods like we do?
I mean, I listen to the conversations about the periods.
Well, I think you're open to people you know, but when it's like someone you don't really know, you're not like, you're kind of like a closed book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time I went and bought period products for Nicola from her mum's convenience store she works at. And I got so much props from all the old ladies working there because their husbands would never do that. I was like, well, why?
Yeah,
Like-
there's that taboo about period again.
I'm like, just send me a picture so I know what to get, and I'll get it. Like, what's it affecting you that you're buying it?
Yeah. Lucky you guys are getting married. He's a
I
keeper.
know. Made a good choice.
You made a good choice. Good. Okay. And then, so do you have any other questions on your list then, Nick?
I just have your favourite sustainable product.
Oh, yeah, do that.
What's your... I feel like I know the answer to this question, but what's your most favourite... What?
Words today.
Words are not coming out of my mouth. What's your favourite sustainable product so far?
It'd definitely be my razor. It's just so much better than...
Why is it so much better?
Because it's actually sharp.
Actually cuts hair.
And, like, you don't have to put any effort into it. It's easier to clean out. It lasts longer. And it does a better job. And it's, like, way cheaper. Like, there's
So much cheaper.
slightly more of, like, the handle was, like, $60. But since then, I've gone through, in, like, a year and a half, like, 15 blades. And they're $1 each.
Are yours cheaper?
Well, I mean, you didn't have your thing when I
I
bought
didn't
my
have
blades.
shavers when you bought your thing,
Yeah.
so I just had told
Next
you
time
where to
we
go buy them.
Next time we buy them.
$3.50 for a pack of 10.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't shave very often, but that'd probably last me almost a year.
Yeah.
Whereas I'd probably need to go through, like, three or four 3-packs of, like, cartridges, and that's, like, $200.
That's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find, so this is a question that I had a while ago, it was like someone wanted to get a shaver for their husband, but they were worried about the clogging. Do you reckon it doesn't clog at all in comparison to the disposable razors?
It doesn't clog at all because you can open it up and take the blade out and wash it if there's, again, too much gunk in it.
Yeah, but you could just rinse it underneath the head anyway, right?
Oh,
You
yeah,
wouldn't have to open it up either.
That does a real good job. You can just slightly open it so it gets a bit loose
Oh,
and then
yeah.
run it under the head as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a better shave, it's cheaper, and it's just all around better.
Yeah.
There's nothing you miss about your old shaver.
No.
Nice. That's great feedback.
And I have a cool brush thing, like an Italian mob boss.
I saw I saw that. And you use a shaving, like, do you use a shaving soap or type thing?
I got one from Barker's that was in, like, a multi-pack with the brush. So it's like a foamy balm thing.
Mm-hmm.
But once I've used that, I was going to see if I could find, like, a bar or something that was in, like, a cardboard box.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure
I've seen them at the barber shop I go to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They
well.
does it, and there's a guy called it's a beard guy in Wellington. Oh my gosh, I buy his lip balm.
Okay.
He does all that sort of stuff, and like
Yeah.
men's soap bars that you can buy them in a tin as well.
And then because I make a lather with that as well, if I do need to, like, go back and redo a bit, I can just, like, reapply without having to, like, do the whole thing again.
Easy. Nice. Okay, so my next question for you, but what's next on your list of things to change? What would you like to achieve? It could be something like composting,
Composting would be pretty handy.
Yeah.
which Nick was supposed to have done by April this year, but anyway.
Well, good work, Nicola.
We need to revisit it.
Well, I think my other thing was, like, we have our bin we put out once a month. So I think it'd be a good target to try and half it. So we do it once every 2 months.
And is that full?
That's, yeah.
The bin outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I think if we could make it last longer, so if we could get it so it was every 2 months, we'd be halving the amount of waste we used.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a way we can quantify how much we're using. And I think composting would probably help with that because, like, half of what we put in there is food waste.
Oh, yeah, I feel like it is.
Yeah. Most of landfill is food waste. So composting will hugely reduce that. I reckon
we
you'll
should
be able
get
to...
a wheelbarrow compost and then we can turn it.
Oh, yeah.
And then it means that it's, like, not this big bin either.
Yeah. And it's easily portable with you
Yeah.
when you move.
Because, yeah, because we are in a rental.
Mm.
And it's off the ground.
Yeah. So it's not like it's going to cause a lot of damage to the
Cool.
property.
But other than that, I think it's just as I use things up, just trying to find a more sustainable replacement.
Yeah.
Like my shaving thing I got, it came in like a plastic tub. So if I found one where it was like a bar that came in like a cardboard box instead.
Yeah.
And you're still using that beeswax deodorant, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beeswax.
Oh, you're using the Be Fresh deodorant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you find it? Because I just about to stock them on the store.
I mean, it works. We left it on the windowsill one day, so it went a bit soft. So I'd recommend putting it in a cool, dry place.
Not in direct sunlight.
Not in direct
Yeah.
sunlight, probably a mistake. But I mean, it works pretty good. I find it doesn't really leave any residue on my clothes or anything. Don't really get sweaty too much. Yeah.
Especially because you actually move around a lot during the day as well.
Yeah.
Like you're carrying stock around and stuff, so it's not like you're at a stationary job where you sit at your desk.
No, I also find it doesn't really have much of a smell to it. So it's not like everyone's like, oh, this person's wearing ladies' deodorant or anything like that from a men's perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So would you buy it again? Or would you try something else next?
I mean, I'd either buy it again or try something else.
Yeah.
But I think possibly buy it again.
Yeah. We were sharing it for a while, but it gives me a weird rash, so...
Is it like a red?
Yeah,
I think it's the baking soda.
I think so too.
Yep.
So, but you suggested some stuff to me, eh?
Yeah, so there's another brand that I quite like, which I'm currently using, which is Aotearoa Road. So effectively the same principle. It's all natural, made in New Zealand in a compostable tube. But they have a baking soda free version.
Oh, yeah.
So for sensitive skin.
Yeah, I think that might be it. So I was all excited, and then it's like, it really didn't like me. Or my skin, my body didn't really like it.
Yeah. You're quite sensitive skin though, right? Because there's other things that you've tried that you haven't been able to use.
Yeah, like I have to. Yeah, my skin. Yeah, my skin's weird. It is quite sensitive about stuff.
Yeah,
which is annoying. Which means it's like some of the more sustainable products. Like I actually can't. Like I try them and then I can't actually use them.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah. But you've started on the like the shampoo bars. You quite like them.
The one we have at the moment I really like.
Is that the Ethique one? Is that the green one?
No, that's the conditioner.
You mean the one, the like white one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you tried the one with the heart? The heart one that I've got, the tester?
No.
Oh.
So just using what was in there.
Yeah.
I feel
That's
like it does
cool.
a good job
Yeah.
like washing my hair and it doesn't hasn't got all wet or anything.
Do you use the conditioner as well?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Do you find it easy enough to use?
Yeah, you just
Yes.
kind of put it on your hair, throw it back and forward a bit, and then you put it down and then you kind of
Lather it up. some
lather
more?
it up. It works pretty easy.
Cool. So you're down with just using
Yeah.
shampoo bars going forward?
Yeah.
Cool.
We just use that. We just use the shampoo, the conditioner bar.
Yeah.
And then we just use like the soaps as well.
Yeah, the Fair
The
and
body
Square soaps.
body soaps.
Mm.
And you're happy you like that?
Yeah, Matt really likes the Dirty Hippie. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, that was real good. There was one that kind of felt a bit weird. Like
Is
it
that
made your
'cause
skin feel dry.
Oh,
But the dirty hippie one's real good.
yeah. I need to get some more of that.
Which one's the dirty hippie one? What
It's-
colour is it?
Red.
It's like burgundy.
Oh yeah.
It's quite good.
I have, because I got a sample pack of that.
Mm.
I don't particularly like body soaps because I find they leave my skin feel like squeaky.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But I happily use them when we're traveling and stuff because it's actually so much easier than having liquid soaps.
Oh, yeah. It's quite easy now to, like, when we go away, I just use one of your tins from your hair product, put our soap in, and then away we go.
Yeah. I bet you don't have any hair tins left over because either Nick or myself have stolen them.
No.
No.
So you also use the bamboo toothbrushes.
Yeah.
What else do you use?
Um,
List everything that you use.
list everything that I use.
Yeah.
What is your go-to kit? That's too hard. So you've got your drink bottle, your coffee cup.
Yeah.
You use reusable bags. I saw you do that today for your lunch. You have a bamboo toothbrush.
I've got my razor.
Your razor. That's all that men really use, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's 5 essential items for a man.
I'd say so. Yeah.
It's not like you need any period products.
No.
Don't really need any beauty products.
Well, I feel like personal hygiene and food are 2 of the biggest places you can make changes.
Yeah, for men. Yeah.
And then just not buying shit you don't need.
Yeah.
Or shit you're just going to throw away. Get stuff that you're actually going to use and that's going to last.
Yeah. Yeah. Quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Nice. I think that's about it.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Matt. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, we
That's
do
all right.
really appreciate
I think we
you
just
coming
gained
on.
another 50 listeners.
Yeah.
Hopefully
All
we
men.
get some hate mail.
No hate mail.
No.
No hate mail. That'd be our first piece of hate mail. We'll just forward it to you.
Yeah. There was this podcast I was listening to. I can't remember which one it was. And basically, it was, I can't remember. And That's Why We Drink, I think.
Ah, yeah.
It's that spooky one where one does a haunted one and the other one does a true crime story. They're quite good because they're quite entertaining. But anyway, her brother, they mentioned on a podcast that they don't get hate mail, and then her brother started sending them hate mail. And then he had to come on and read it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
In all the ways.
Yeah.
Cool.
But thanks for coming on. We do really appreciate it.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
think it's good for us to hear a male's perspective of things, because it's always just been from what we do.
Yeah, it's just been from our perspective. It's
Yeah.
nice. I like finding out other people's views and stuff.
Yeah.
But you already know most of my views.
I know, but
I didn't know all of them, and our listeners didn't know.
And I don't think I realized necessarily how your experience with sustainability with other people is different from what my experience is.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar, but they're not at the same time.
Mm.
Different factors and all that stuff. Okay. Well,
Cool.
thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah. Wait, do you have any last words?
Yeah. Any wise words of wisdom?
No.
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 Oh. Well, that wasn't very motivational.
No, it wasn't.
It's very underwhelming.
Yeah.
So maybe just don't accuse people that they need to be more sustainable. Just be as sustainable as you can be and start small.
This is Crystal's.
Oh, this is my advice. I'm receiving.
Ah,
Yeah.
no. That's that's me summarizing your advice from our conversation today.
Yeah.
Would
Yeah.
you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lead by example.
Cool. Nice work. Thanks, guys.
All right. Where can people find you, Crystal?
Cool. You can obviously find me at the Eco Society on Instagram and Facebook and our website.
Mm-hmm.
Got some new goodies. Just plugging myself a little bit. Some
That's
new
all right.
goodies coming up soon.
You have some nice. I really like your drink bottles you have there on the moment.
The glass Joko ones.
Yeah, they're
They're
pretty.
so sexy.
Yeah, they're real
They're
sexy.
so expensive.
I know.
They're so expensive, but so it's glass basically dipped in silicone.
Oh wow,
And you can put it in the dishwasher.
that's cool.
Yeah.
For people that have a dishwasher.
Everyone has a dishwasher. It's just whether it's
Oh.
electric or not.
That's
Powered
true.
or not. Anyway, how can we find you, Nicola?
You can find me at Instagram at _Nick_Nack. Yeah. And we also have a email address if you guys want to email us with your feedback, or you can contact us on Instagram. We also have a Facebook group. But our emails is ecome and ecou@gmail.com. Right?
Yeah. It's just so funny. We're looking at each other. Did I get it right?
Yeah. I know. And then you're making a face and I'm like, I don't think I got it right.
Wasn't really listening.
Did you want people to find you, Matt, or your sweet ass?
No, I'm all good.
Okay, cool.
They can just
If you
want to
ask Matt questions, yeah, send it to Nick.
Yeah, send it to me and I'll pass it along to Matt. I'll send all your hate mail to him.
I think you should just get love mail from girls that love that you're being eco.
Yeah, if I get love mail, Nicola's going to have to go and fight some people.
You can't fight the listeners, Nicola.
I'll try not to. I'll fight them with my words, not with my fists.
Okay, cool. Okay, thanks, guys. We love you. Bye.
Bye. As many.
Yeah.
Then I'll still use predominantly the menstrual cup, but I'm thinking maybe I'll get like a couple of pairs just for like the beginning or end. But yeah, it's just like about like thinking about you and your period and figuring out what best suits you, which is, we always come back to that all the time. It's about your experience at the end of the day and what's going to work for you.
Yeah, definitely.
But there's lots of options.
There's so many options now.
Yeah.
There's actually, oh my gosh, I'll find it and link it for you below. There's a period place, like marketplace.
Is there?
So there was a period like market in Auckland, and you go and you just have all these like low waist period. I think there might have been non-low waist ones as well, but you just go there and have a look, and you can talk to people, and like there's people with like the woman's anatomy, and they've got the menstrual cups and they're shoving it inside it and showing you how it works and how you can pull it out and all that sort of stuff. And like My Cup have loads of really good informative informations about how to use it, like its environmental impact and all of those things. Ethically Kate does a great job of explaining it all.
I follow My Cup. Just call it My Cup on Instagram, as well as Hello Cup, and I found them really informative.
And I think that's really important about reusable menstrual cups and reusable products in general. Is like, it's all well and good that we have these products that can help end period poverty, but you've also got to provide the education and the right tools to make it work in a safe and healthy place for the people using them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. And that's the other thing that I love about all of these products is that, and reusable products, is that they all can help reduce period poverty. Which is awesome. There's so many organizations actually now that are working really hard to reduce the period poverty and like getting free sanitary items in like schools and universities and stuff, which is mind-blowingly amazing.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Well, sleepy times.
Sorry. So I kind of started my day at 5.
I started mine at 2:30 a.m.
Yeah, that's true. You kind of beat me. I've been having very early mornings though.
Yeah.
That's alright. I'll be sweet as.
Cool. So is that us then for today?
Yeah, basically.
Do you feel like we covered everything zero waste period related that's different?
Yes, I feel like we did, but I feel like we covered it with our experience.
It's always with our experience though.
So it's like we could be missing something, and if we are missing an awesome product, please share. Like I said, we have our periods all the time, and the more information or like more products out there that we know about is awesome. So that means we can also talk to people about it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, cool. And again, remember, if you're overdue for your smear test, please go get it done. Go jump on your phone, ring your medical clinic or doctor and book yourself in.
Yeah, go do it right now.
Right now.
Wow.
I'm watching you.
Yeah.
I'm watching you do it.
Can you feel Crystal staring at me because I am slightly overdue for my smear, but I'm gonna book it in.
I'm going to make you do it before you leave today.
I know. I need to book it in.
Nothing is more important than your health.
I know. Yes. So I'm going to do that once we're off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
well,
cool. Thanks,
guys.
Yeah.
So where can people find you, Crystal?
Cool. So you can always find me over at the Eco Society, even though I may be a little bit absent of late. I'm still there. So that's, the Eco Society on Instagram, Facebook, and obviously the website. And it's Smashed Avocados, pop-up store in Wellington. You can find a little selection of eco goodies down there from us. How about you, Nick?
So people can find me on Instagram at _Nick_Nat. And if you would like to email us, we also have an email address. It's ecome and ecou@gmail.com. And flick us through an email if you'd like. Give us your feedback. If you like this podcast, if you could rate and review us, that would be awesome, because how people find us is kind of you guys reviewing and rating.
Yeah.
Or spreading word that this is out there.
Yeah, share it. Like, if you find any of our podcasts informative and helpful to you, you might have friends and family that also find it helpful. So share it on your social media as well. to help others. Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Cool. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks,
We'll see you
guys.
next time.
See you next time. Bye.